I do a get ready with me video today. And join me, I'm going to test out a new sunscreen today and talk about some of my sunscreen flavors, flavored sunscreen, whatever. Anyway, so here I am. So I'm going to rinse my face off. Follow me? Okay. Hang on. Okay. You follow me? Okay, then I'm going to use the Geek and Gorgeous, what are they called? Liquid Hydration Toner. You know, sometimes when my skin is really dry, I just rinse it off in the morning and use a good toner. I don't know. In the summer, I usually use a gentle cleanser, but my skin happens to be pretty dry. It was like summer like a week ago. It was like 80. And today it's snowing. So I thought summer was here, or spring was here, but judging by the snow falling outside, it was a cruel trick that is being played on us Minnesotans. Okay. There we go. I think that did a pretty good job. Okay, then I'm going to use First Day Beauty Ultra Repair Hydrating Serum, which I tend to alternate with the Purito Centella Unscented Serum, which I absolutely love. But today I'm going with the First Day Beauty because I love it. But I also love the Purito Centella Unscented. But anyway, I'm also going to curl my hair because I know a few people asked about my hair. And to be honest, I'm terrible at doing my hair, like really bad at it. So I have a curling iron that does it for me, which I'll show you in a second. Let me go grab my vitamin C serum because it's in my little mini fridge. Hang on one second, I'm coming right back. I'm not leaving. I'm still here. Okay, so right now, I've been testing the Biobare vitamin C serum because a lot of people asked about that one. So I've been testing that one currently. So it's nice and golden colored. The one thing the Biobare is fine. I wish it had vitamin E in it because that seems to work really well with vitamin C. I think SkinCeuticals does that, and all their vitamin C's have vitamin E in them and ferulic acid, but anyway. And then I'm going to give this like a minute to absorb. And then I'll apply my moisturizer, which is the Protini, which if you don't let the vitamin C serum absorb and you apply the Protini right over it, it starts to like foam. It's really weird. Okay, I'm going to put this back in my mini fridge. Okay, hang on. Okay, I'm back. I think I need more than a mini fridge, though. I think I need like a gigantic fridge. Anyway, so while that soaks in, so I've got 4 sunscreens I've been using that I absolutely love. And that is the By Beauty Day Defense, which is a mineral, non-nano zinc oxide sunscreen. It's got like a bit of a yellowish tint to it, which I absolutely love. Loving that. I've also been trying out and loving the Anessa Mild Milk SPF 50. The Anessa Moisture Mild UV Gel SPF 35. Loving this stuff. And the Alley Extra UV Perfect Liquid. Loving all 4 of these. But today, I'm going to use something from Australia. But give me one second. I think it's time to apply the Protini. And see if I can get it on without foaming. There we go. It's really weird how it will foam up if you apply it right after. It's almost starting to foam up. You can almost see it. Isn't it weird? I don't know. I guess I should have waited like an extra minute, but I'm impatient. Okay, so I got that on. And then, okay, the battery died, then we recharge it. But in the meantime, I did comb my hair. Okay. So for sunscreen, I'm going to use the Ultraviolet SPF 30 Clean Screen, fragrance free. There's literally no sun out, so snowing. I don't know if I really need sunblock, but I generally wear it every day when it's snowing just because I want to test things. But generally, if it's very cloudy out, dark, raining, although when it's snowing, sometimes the snow can reflect the sun rays if there was actually sun out, but it's pretty darn dark out. But anyway, so I'm going to go with today because I just got this in. They were shipping to the US through Space NK for like 2 weeks, and I quickly ordered all their sunscreens. So their clean screen doesn't have fragrance in it. It's got some nice, it's got a nice general beige tint to it. There we go. So I use about 1 pump on my forehead. And SPF 30 is about the lowest you want to go on a daily basis. There we go. Okay, my face is a little red, but it's always kind of red. Okay, so there we go. So typically, if you look on the back of like, I'll call them chemical sunscreens, they usually say apply 20 minutes before going outdoors. That's usually what you want to do because it takes time to work into your skin, be absorbed in the skin and start working. So you don't want to apply it and then immediately go outside. So that's why I always apply it, curl my hair, let it soak in while I'm curling my hair, and then start with my makeup. Okay, I'm wiping that off my lips just in case. I'm going to rinse my hand off so I don't drop my curling iron. But you know what? I really like the feel of that sunscreen. It feels really nice. No like pilling or anything. No white cast, no fragrance. This brand seems to be hit or miss with fragrance in some of their stuff, but this one for sensitive skin, like it, no smell at all, which is really nice. It actually has titanium dioxide in there as well as some chemical filter, so it seems to be a combo sunscreen. So there we go. So they're really like how it feels and looks on my skin. It doesn't leave my skin feeling dry or anything. Okay, so now I'm going to pull out my shiny BFF because I'm terrible at my hair. It has a Beachwaver, which has a button, and it just winds the hair up for all you people like me that for some reason just can't do their hair normally, like make it look good on their own. I don't know. So I usually twist it a little bit so I get all like the flyaways. It's been a long time since I had my hair cut. And then you just hit the button and it just does this. I mean, come on, how easy is that? If I can do it, you can do it. And then I usually have it set at what, 390 or something? And then while this is working, then I start getting all my stuff out to do my makeup. There we go. Okay. I'm surprised that has titanium dioxide in it. It had a pretty light feel to it, that sunscreen. I don't know, but Anessa and like this one from Alley, I'm freaking loving. I can't wait to review it. But anyway, so usually while this is doing this, I'll like get my like curler out. Sorry, I keep looking at this and not this. I'll get this out. So it's like I'm using the time. And I'll get my Kleenex out. I'll get my beauty blender thing out, which is now, I used a beauty blender for almost like a year. And just this last time I cleaned it, it started to fall apart. I used one from Sonia K. I'll say that a friend sent me, which I really enjoyed. That one lasted a while too. But my newest beauty blender is one I got in a Trend Mood box. And it's really impressive, actually. See how easy this is? Although I could see how you could like hit the button too much and then like burn yourself. That's how I disturbed my cabinet countertop, actually. This thing is really strong and the wire got crossed over and it burnt through and there were sparks flying and it kind of melted my countertop, and Lincoln was in the room and he's traumatized from it. Anyway, so this one from Treadmood, it like when you get wet, it like triples in size. And I didn't put sunscreen on my neck, FYI, because I have a big, thick sweatshirt I'm going to be wearing today. So my whole neck is gonna be covered up. It's very sensitive. So I found some sunblocks that do work on it, mostly mineral ones. But since it's snowing out, I'm gonna get to wear my winter coat, which I put away twice already this year. Okay, then I'm gonna get my foundation out, which is the Dr. Jart BB cream. One more sip of coffee. Okay. I'm almost done. Anyway, so random thoughts about the beauty industry. When I started vlogging, I never thought there would be this much scandal, dare I say corruption in this industry. Never thought it would, they'll just review skincare products, you know. I never thought there'd be dozens of sunscreens which are found to be ineffective or not the advertised SPF. Never thought that would quite happen, but it's been interesting. Then we just had Herbivore with their bakuchiol serum. Sorry, bakuchiol serum. Did I say that right? Which doesn't have bakuchiol in it. I mean, feels like every day there's something crazy going on. So I never thought it would be like this, but you want these 3 manufacturers which seem to be making all of these sunscreens which are proved ineffective. These 3 manufacturers, Now Coast, Green Coast, and Causemetics, they really screwed over these brands. These small K-beauty brands that use them, they really screwed them all over. I mean, they weren't making sunscreens that were effective enough, knowing, I'm sure these companies knew it wasn't SPF 50, yet they still sold these to these brands like Purito, Keep Cool, Claire's, Crave, and all these brands, they're all smaller brands, didn't pop for the $5,000 independent test before they put all their sunscreens on the market because they trusted these manufacturers. These manufacturers really screwed over these brands, and they really screwed over customers, which I guess the manufacturers' customers were the brands, but they let these brands sell these sunscreens knowing they weren't the SPFs that were tested. They just let them do it, and it really has disgraced the whole K-beauty industry. Not per se K-beauty in and of Korea, because most of these brands aren't brands Koreans use. Well, Brown Lab was one. Most of these are brands Europeans use, Americans use, Japanese use, you know, everybody else. But these manufacturers really screwed over everybody, and it's really, it's upsetting that they did this to people. And I mean, I get upset from a consumer standpoint, but can you imagine being the brand that you bought this product from this manufacturer, told you it's a sunscreen, you can sell it at SPF 50, that's what you do. And then years later, I mean, one after another, sunscreen, I mean, Brown Lab, Claire's, Keep Cool, Purito, Crave, Dr. Jart, all these sunscreens are being shown that they don't really work. Skin and Lab, I think, was one. B Lab was another one. I'm sorry. I mean, these manufacturers really screwed over a lot of people. So I do have some sympathy. I always put my hair back before I put my makeup on. I do have some sympathy for these brands because they were screwed, but if they would have just popped for the $5,000 independent lab test before they put these to market, they would have known right away that it didn't have the SPF in there. But I guess when you're running a small brand and you trust this manufacturer, you don't do that, but sunscreen it's a responsibility, not just a revenue, in my opinion. So I don't know. So I have some sympathy for them, but the people I really feel bad for are the customers, and the customers who have a personal or familiar history of skin cancer, because they're using this not to prevent wrinkles, they're using it to prevent a deadly disease called cancer. They're not using it in the way a lot of people look at it. So anyway, here's that Trend Mood sponge. It's gigantic. Okay, there we go. Okay, so then I put the Dr. Jart BB cream on here, and then slightly soaking some water out. There we go. Even out some of the redness. My poor skin is always red. It's always dry and red. But it's gotten better. And you know what, living in Minnesota where it's 80 degrees one day and 30 the next, which is like a 50-degree swing, doesn't help any. Okay. There we go. Okay. So there we go. Anyway, so those are deep thoughts. Things I think about at night when I should be sleeping, but I'm an insomniac, so I never really sleep. Okay. Oh, I gotta unplug my curling iron before it starts a fire. Okay. And I just clean my little palette off. Okay, gotta keep my copy close. Brush is going away. I love this Moroccan brush. I've probably used this thing for like 10 years. My mom bought it for me, actually, like a long time ago. So for powder, I'm still using and loving the Jouer Soft Focus Hydrate and Set Powder. And I'm so good. Can you guys see how clean these brushes are? I just cleaned them like 3 days ago. I haven't used them since, so clean your brushes. Feels like the camera's like, oh, come on. Come on, recenter. There we go. Ah, there we go. Okay. Anyway, I just love this powder because I feel like it doesn't leave my skin feeling dry. I've tried dozens of, probably more than dozens of powders. But this is the only one that doesn't make my skin feel dry. I feel like it still gives my skin a little bit of natural. It's just not too pigmented where it looks fake. Or too powdery. My poor skin. Okay. There we go with that. Then I'm just going to apply, this is the Hourglass. I know this is one from like several years ago, but I'm going to dip my clean brushes into it and put on a little bit of the blush in the middle. See how clean that brush is? Well, I almost don't even need blush because my face is always pink. Okay, then I'm going to use this different brush. I love this one from It. It's the 211 all over powder. I use one for my powder and I use one for my bronzer. And it's a little bit on the heavy side, so I'm going to take this other very clean brush from e.l.f., which I got for like, I don't know, it was like $1, I think. And just blend it out a little bit so it doesn't look so super bronze. There we go. Okay. Then I'm going to comb my eyebrows with, I don't know, this was my mom's. It's probably like 100 years old, but, well, no, it's probably like 5 years old. My eyebrows can be crazy, so there we go. How does that look? You know what I hate about these things? There's really no way to really clean them. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, and then, oh shoot, I remember something from ColourPop was going to go live at noon. I gotta remember to buy it. They're coming out with stick eyeshadows or more. And to be honest, I just love the stick eyeshadows because they're so easy. This is one from Thrive, Meiko. But on days where I just want to do something really quick, it works really well. So I think I might like the Laura Mercier Caviar Sticks. There we go. And then mascara, and I think I'm done. And that is also the Thrive Liquid Lash Extensions, which ever since I tried it about a year ago, I've never used anything else. I always make weird faces when I put mascara on. You don't know why? I usually do this. How does that look? I think it looks okay. There we go, I'm good. Anyway, I take my hair down so you can see the full before and after. Okay, there we go. Although I always part it to the side. I don't know why, but I always do. There we go. Ta-da-da! Anyway, so as I get ready with me and first impressions of this guy from Violette. And I'll see you guys more later. I guess that's all the thoughts I have. I had a lot of random thoughts, but how scandalous the skincare industry is. That was my thoughts. So anyway, okay. Thank you. Bye, guys.